As Jennifer Lopez sings about hers and bum implants become the latest craze, born a boy, but now a girl. Meet Tatiana Williams, the transgender woman who spent over £60,000 on illegal implants to get a 60-inch bottom, one of the biggest in the world.
So, why has she done it? And Tatiana joins us now, live from Miami. Tatiana, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us today. So, you were born Corey in Florida, in America, and say right from the word go you had your support from your family. Is that something you've always had?
Definitely. I've always had the support of my family. Once they realized who I was and what I wanted to do, they supported me 100% in that.
But weren't they worried when you embarked on this remodelling of yourself that you were choosing to use unqualified sort of backstreet practitioners who were illegally injecting you, that you know, the worry of a family saying, God, you are really putting yourself in danger here?
Definitely there were some concerns because my mother knew exactly what was going on because I'm very open with her. And when I told her, she was fine at first, but the more I started to do it, the more she started to get concerned that something would possibly happen because she knew that these wasn't legal doctors. But I insisted because I was so dead set on becoming a woman, I was willing to take that risk.
And you were taking that risk because even though they were illegal, they were obviously much cheaper.
Definitely much cheaper. And it was back when I was coming up, back then that was the route to go.
Well, the first thing we mentioned here, the first thing we said was why would you do it? And that's the question I have to put to you now. We had a lady who tweeted us and said that she'd pay £60,000, $100,000 to have her big bottom made smaller. So what made you decide that this was how you wanted to remodel yourself?
Well, she has a right to her opinion. But in reference to my remodeling myself, when you're growing up as male, and when you're growing up in the South, in Miami that is, the women here are voluptuous. So when you look at the women here and you look at the way the men receive the women that are voluptuous, quite naturally, when you start to reconstruct yourself to become that woman, you see these things and you want to emulate that and embody that. That's what made me do the reconstruction.
So your bottom is 60 inches, so, and each cheek weighs has 8 pounds of silicone in. That's like the equivalent of a small Pomeranian or something in each
bags
bottom.
of sugar? Four bags of sugar.
Yeah.
4 bags of sugar. That's...
Yeah, correct. Maybe a poodle.
Yeah, that's the process of going through that. I mean, does it feel heavy? Does it weigh you down as you walk?
No, it doesn't weigh me down because what happens is after a period of time, it becomes like flesh and it's like your skin. It's soft. It feels just like a biological woman would feel.
And what other work have you had done?
I've had it all done, from my feet all the way up to my hairline. You name it, I've had it. I've had injections somewhere everywhere. And
didn't you have a lung punctured during the process of having your breasts
Definitely
enlarged?
I did.
So you risked, basically,
yes,
you risked your life for this?
Oh, definitely. And I risked my life, and the sad part about that, I knew what I was doing, and I wouldn't even tell anyone, the person that had did it, because I felt like I played a part in it, and I felt like I was responsible because I knew what I was doing when I was doing it. And definitely, I was in like a induced coma for about a week and a half, maybe.
So you have risked your life to achieve the look, which you say you would go back and do it all over again. But you have...
Oh, no.
You wouldn't go back and do it again?
No, because the risks are too complicated now, and the things that are going on now today, I definitely wouldn't take that risk. Even if I wanted something done now, if I wasn't going to a legal plastic surgeon, I wouldn't do it.
Well, you've seen people that you know die because of this, lose limbs, go blue.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Countless of people can't walk, have to get half of it scraped out of their legs. I so happen to be fortunate in the situation, but I see some of the horror stories up front and personal.
So you are lucky, really, to have escaped.
Definitely.
How-
Definitely.
Can I ask how you funded it? Because this is an expensive business, isn't it? $100,000.
Well, I mean, I'm a hairdresser at times. I entertain. Whatever it took to get that process done, I was willing to do that. Because the only thing that was important to me was the goal of becoming the woman that I feel and I dreamed that I should have been. That was the only thing that was important to me.
So when you say you did whatever it took or you entertained, what do you mean by that?
Well, I entertained as a showgirl. You know,
I don't know.
whatever it took. I mean, well, whatever it took. If somebody said, well, you know, I'll do X, Y, Z, I would meet nice gentleman friends that would treat me a certain type of way and that was willing to help me in the procedure and whatever they needed done, I would do that just as long as I got what I was trying to get to at the end.